Hello, everybody. Welcome into. Hang on, I'll know the date in a minute. I've got to look at a calendar. Oh, yeah, it's Friday night, June 7th, 2024. And I confirmed audio a little bit. I had my volume down kind of low. It is Ken Style Live with the Zoom homies and the Zoom homies with Ken Style Live. I only know that because I have it written down in front of me like a little teleprompter because, well, I'm an old man now. Things are going to start going haywire, so.
Yeah, happy birthday, Booyah.
Well, thank you, Ghetto. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, I like
Happy
Sin.
birthday.
Thank you, Greg. I like Sin's background. That's pretty cool. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that not only on Doug's channel, but my channel and Facebook and email and telephone. And in one case, Carrier Pigeon sent me happy birthday wishes. I didn't even think the Carrier Pigeon service was still around. I thought that went out with Wells Fargo, but I got one today. It was pretty cool. Glad I didn't shoot that bird. I also want to thank Tony Wallow. I got an Amazon thing today, Amazon delivery today with a gift card in it from Texas Roadhouse. And we went to Texas Roadhouse tonight. I know, you guys are like me. I told Mrs. K, I said, my heart's set on going to White Castle, but hey, you can twist my arm, we'll go to Texas Roadhouse. And we did.
You get a call from my aunt?
I did actually. I got a call from your aunt in the middle of dinner, and I didn't recognize the number, so I called her back. Hopefully she got my call back. And I explained to her that we were in the middle of dinner, and I'm calling her back. So if not, I'll call her tomorrow, and I'll talk to her. Sam, One Fish 26 was first tonight, followed by Darren Gilholm. And yes, pop-out chat thing is working tonight. I did verify that earlier in the day. I'm quite worn out. Do what, Ghetto?
I would be one to call. I would be one to call them over with you happy birthday.
Oh, all right. I appreciate that. Bobby Warren says happy birthday. Thank you, Bobby. Greg was third. He was finishing up some work on his fence. And are you completely done with the fence now, or do you still have a couple more things to do?
I gotta go to Lowe's again and get another gallon. I still got the backside, 6 8-foot sections.
Oh
The
my
outside.
goodness. Oh
That
my
won't
goodness.
take me long. Hour and 15 minutes to do.
Do you think you ever be done with it?
Say again?
Do you think you ever get done with it?
Probably not.
It sounds like your carpets and your grass and everything else. John Loy Sr., good evening, everyone. Happy birthday. Thank you, John. Might be a little bit late. Has to go pick up his granddaughter from work. And he was a second like. I haven't even refreshed the screen yet. Now, apparently, I spoke too soon because now the pop-out chat is stuck at 721 with John's comment of second to like. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. At least got farther. There we go. It just kicked in and got the rest of them. Greg Guy says, oh my gosh, first English at 65. Wants to know that you're all dying to know what he had for dinner. He had pizza. That actually sounds really good. I had a prime rib, a 12-ounce prime rib. I finished about half of it. Mrs. K and I were talking about this coming home tonight, that she ate about half her meal, I ate about half my meal. I also will let you guys know that, unbeknownst to myself and Mrs. K, my sister and son got together and they decided just to have everybody come to my mom's house, but they forgot to buy a large enough cake for everybody to have cake and ice cream. So we held out on having cake and ice cream. We're going to go back tomorrow to mom's on the way to work and have cake and ice cream because we didn't want to disappoint the children. So I figured that was about a smart thing to do. I did agree with that, but it was really good. The grandkids wore me out as they usually do. There's 3.5 of them now, and the half he's just barely a year old. He was born a year ago, February. He's catching up very, very quick. John Williams says, happy birthday, 65 plus some. Yep, 65 and about 10 hours now. Rick Lake says, 7th, hello, and wishes me a happy birthday, I thought somewhere. He says hi to chat. Steve Dodd, happy birthday. Hello, Steve. Thank you so much. Chris Garrett says, no sound on intro. When I played it, there was sound on the intro. When my daughter-in-law played it at my mom's house, there was sound on the intro. Does anybody else see the intro, and was there no sound? Because Chris is saying there's no sound, and he's also saying happy birthday. Thank you, Chris. John said they had a bad rainstorm yesterday and having internet issues. That's not good to hear. So, yes, it's been a great day. I did do a new thumbnail, which you're seeing in the back. I just kind of threw it together hastily in a little bit over 2.5 hours. It actually went through about 5 or 6 different transitions, and I finally got it to there, and Mrs. K said she liked this one the best. So that's what I went with.
Cool.
No sound on intro. Huh. That's interesting. I don't think I missed a setting anywhere. I will have to look into that. There are about 5 more of those that may be coming up. I may play them throughout the next few days, even though obviously today's my birthday. It won't be applicable, but I'm wondering why there was no sound. I'll have to check into that. Thank you, John. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Got the official Texas Roadhouse styrofoam cup right here with unsweetened tea in it. And yes, Mrs. K somehow let the people at Texas Roadhouse know that it was my birthday. And as we're getting ready to walk out, they embarrassed the total heck out of me by going, "Yee-haw!" Mrs. K said my face turned about 5 shades of red, and I told her I wouldn't doubt it. But I did have a little sliver, a little triangular piece of sliver of a brownie. We split it. I had one bite, and she ate the rest of it. So I did good. I did real good. And the cake allegedly is sugar-free. I'll forgive me since it's my birthday. Thank you. I don't know what we're going to use for tomorrow night's excuse, though. I really do not. Had an interesting conversation this afternoon with Doug Betts and Darren. Also want to thank Doug for reaching out and getting back to me. I had mentioned last night I wanted to touch base with him on a couple things, and we got that taken care of today. I learned a lot. Now, whether I retain that knowledge or not and can put it into application, 2 different things. But it was really fascinating to have Doug explain some of the inside secrets of what he does on Saturday and how it works. I got a glimpse at his OBS. I got a glimpse at his Stream Deck. I was impressed. I was really, really impressed. So I am going to look at my trailer. So if I watch the trailer, it doesn't show up in my history. That's interesting. But the Kevin Nealon thing is in my history because I watched it. We watched all of them. Mrs. K and I watched every one of them. We both liked this one for tonight. And it was...
Yeah, and I'm not sure why I didn't hear audio tonight or last night, but it went right through. It went right on, and I can hear the video. I didn't touch no sound or nothing. So I don't know.
If anyone watched and has the trailer in their history, could you drop it in the YouTube chat for me? Because I do have the Kevin Nealon when I watched it, but I don't have the trailer in my history. And that's really interesting because we watched it.
Could it be playing on the trailer and not on the intro?
Not that I'm aware of, because the way that works is you upload a video or a short, and then you use that as your intro. So I don't think there's a means to mute it.
Why does Joshy have purple hair?
You'd have to ask Joshy that. It's Joshy. It's Ghetto. Ghetto's going punk on us. Ghetto, why do you have purple? Did you dye your hair purple?
No,
Is it a light that's doing it, or what is it?
The light.
I don't know. Wintermute drops me a link, so cool. Thank you.
He got bit by the purple people eater.
I have audio again. Now, I would share that, but I'm quite sure I'd get probably a copyright notification on it. And I did actually have a little bit of background audio in the 2 minute and 37 second live stream I did last night. And what it was the TV in the other room. Mrs. K was watching a show. And I should have figured that out when I seen what the name of it was. I'm like, I put two and two together today when Brian and Darren and I were listening to it. And it is so faint that Brian said I should file a claim anyway, but it's 2 minutes and 37 seconds. I'm probably, over the span of however much longer I do this, going to make a big whopping, I'm gonna go out and be greedy here. 15 cents on the life of that video. So I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Wintermute dropped the link to the Zoom homies. Thank you, Wintermute. Yes, by all means, I really recommend you guys check out Zoom homies, all one word.com. Brian did a great job on that. I'm really looking forward to seeing what will be coming out of that in the near future. I'm kind of interested in seeing on where that goes. So I apologize there was no sound. If you go to the second link that Wintermute dropped, you can play all of them there. And if you want to download it, lower right hand corner, 3 dots, download. And I'll get with my crackpot stuff. Yep, there we go. Engrish, that's it. Show's over. 10:13. 65 and 13. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of reflecting back on spending the time with the grandkids tonight. It's hard to believe my granddaughters will be 6 this year. They're going to be 6. Happy 29th birthday. I wish it was my 29th birthday, Ghetto. I really do wish it was my 29th birthday. That would be, let's see, my 29th birthday, I was still in the military. Both of my kids have been, another realization I came to today from your 110-pound friend. That's funny. I also came to the realization my oldest son will be 40 years old next year. Here is Doug's trailer on YouTube. So let me look at that one. If that one plays the audio, then I probably did something wrong. Yeah, that's the one from, which was good. I like this one too. I like the Megan trailer one, and I'm a big Weird Al fan. So, and I have audio with the second one he dropped in there. So, Weird Al, you can never go wrong with Weird Al, ever. So I'm not going to mention any names. Oh wow, Siri somehow. Did I say the word? Did I say serious?
You didn't say the magic words.
I didn't say serious, did I?
No.
Mrs. K is laughing. You can I have actually activated the phone and the other one, which is in the other word, Alexa. Now, I can say Alexa unless some of you have Alexa. And if you have Alexa, I'm sorry if I'm activating your Alexa, but I've actually activated my Alexa by saying the word Selexa. And I found out if you say it fast and at a high pitch, it will light up and you can give it a command and it'll work. Now, Sirius is a little bit different. Sirius sometimes doesn't work, but then again, sometimes Sirius, my phone right now is saying a Siri suggestion. I don't get it. Brian Lightfoot joins us over in chat, and he says his oldest son is 15. He got an exemption to drive the truck, I believe. Got a late start after 25 in prison. Jim, KJ3N joins us. Hello, Jim. Hello, Brian. Good to see the both of you in chat. Look forward to seeing both of you in Zoom after a while. That's about it. I had a pretty laid back. Doug Bench joins us.
You know who didn't sing you happy birthday?
I know exactly who didn't send me happy birthday. I know who exactly has no clue what today is. Yes, I do. There's no need to say names. There's no need to point fingers to anywhere on the map. I know exactly who you're talking about. As a matter of fact, when I said I was getting ready to go to dinner at 3:45 in the afternoon, I got a response of, well, it's kind of early, isn't it? And then when I sent pictures of the dinner, I got, where's the ochre? And I'm like, oh, Jim, at Brian, you're pulling my leg on prison.
You know you can have to sing you happy birthday.
Huh?
You know you can have to sing you happy birthday.
No. Her? What her are you? Oh, we'll talk about that afterwards. I'm not referring to, I'm not putting any identification on the location, the sex of the person, or no. But there's been one person that should know that doesn't know. Ryan says you don't want to. We did not go to White Castle. Now, I will let the rest of the homies in on something. One of the homies already knows this because we discussed it earlier. Is Darren still here? Yeah, Darren's still here. He knows as well.
Yes, I am.
Mrs. K last night said, I've got a great idea. Why don't we go to White Castle and I'll shoot a little video saying we're here for your dinner and you can be walking in the door or whatever. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And I really thought about doing it, but I kind of ran out of time. We kind of ran out of time. Mrs. K and I kind of ran out of time. So her sense of humor is coming along quite well. So Wintermute, that's how White Castle was. We did not go. We went to Texas Roadhouse. Brian says you don't want to be pulling legs in prison. No, Jim. Oh. Hello, Brian. Joining us on Zoom early.
Hello.
Oh no, that had a little bit of a Sean ring to it. Hello. A little bit faster, maybe. I don't know.
Hello. Hello.
Brian,
Goodbye.
any thoughts on why the trailer didn't have audio today on my show? Apparently, there's no audio. It's just Kevin Nealon sitting there, and you have to almost put your imagination to work. Maybe next year. Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
I did.
Darren, you said the trailer had audio?
Yeah. One did anyway.
Huh. It plays for me. When I played it, I've played two of them just a second ago, and it plays for me. Did you run out of English? No. I still have English. That was part of the discussion we were having this afternoon at my mom's house. Not necessarily English, but the ability to hear and understand certain other people. I said, join my show some night. You'll have difficulties understanding me. In fact, I played the trailer on my phone for my daughter-in-law, and it had audio on the phone because she watched the opening to the show tonight. So that is interesting. It's probably going to bother me now, too. I'm not going to spend a lot of time right now trying to figure it out. Believe me, I'll go down the dark, deep rabbit hole afterwards trying to figure it out. I don't think there's a setting, though. I'm going to have to look into that. Brian, you got anything to bring to the table? Moving on. Brian has nothing to bring to the table. Sin, where did you get your background from?
Looked it up on Google.
Okay, Sin out of Pennsylvania. Oh, wait, Sin does live in Pennsylvania. How about let's go with the real Sin if he's here?
I just put in Minions and birthday and popped up.
Cool.
It was a gift, and I can turn the gift into MP4, and
Right,
whenever
right.
I want. I think I gave you that link one time.
I think you did too. Speaking of that, I do want to get with Brian, even though he's not a DaVinci Resolve person. Today, when I did this background and when I rendered it in either JPEG or JPG or PNG, anything but a movie, I got anywhere from 100 copies to under. Unfortunately, one time I had over 2,000 copies of this, and I think DaVinci has changed something, and I'm dead certain it's a setting. But Mrs. K was like, no, it didn't. So I showed her one time, and it filled up the entire folder, and it said 2002 because there was 2 things in there already. I said, see, it's 2,000. So then I did it. I rendered it out again at 2.2 seconds and 2 seconds, 26 frames, and it was a little over 100 pictures. So I don't know. I want to get with you on that later. We don't necessarily have to do it tonight, but I want to touch base with you. And maybe when I, share my screen, you can see something I'm missing. Because I sure as hell don't need 2,000 renders of anything. I really don't. Hopefully it gets fixed. I don't know. Nobody's got anything at all.
Put it in the chat if anybody else wants it.
Nova shows up. Hello, Nova. Nova's been here before, obviously. And he says, I don't know how you say that. The night's going. Been a pretty good day overall. Been a real good day, as a matter of fact. No breakfast. Texas Roadhouse for dinner, which is not the thing to do when you're diabetic. I really need to eat little meals 3 or 4 times. There you go. There you go. That's the old cake. I thought that was good though as well, Brian. Remember how I asked you, was it all about the bass? I was like, how's that going to tie in? But I like how that's tied in. That one was, and I liked the Dolly Parton one as well. Like I told you in the email, I loved them all. I thought they were fantastic. They were great. Mrs. K liked the Kevin Nealon one the best out of the ones we narrowed it down to. So, if you render an image, you'll get an image file for each frame, for example. Yeah, but I've never had that problem. I render stuff out all the time. I do thumbnails all the time, and I've never had that until tonight. So, for example, 30 frames per second at 30 seconds is 900 images. So,
don't render it out as do not render it out as a video. Render it out as a single JPEG.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, because I wanted to render it out what I normally do, but as you may or may not know, YouTube does not recognize any other format other than JPEG or PNG, and there's one other one, GIF, I think it is. Is there a GIF? I believe it was.
Yeah.
Now, whose hand is being put up? Don't tell me it's me holding my fingers here. Nope. Yep, me. Nope. My thumb is up. Me putting my fingers like this. The doggone. Oh, I tell you, me and Zoom are getting ready to go away too. Tim Techwood says, "Happy birthday, thank you." Yes.
Is the Dolly Parton thing? Is that from the movie Beverly Hillbillies, where Jed had a birthday?
No.
The movie, not the TV show. Now.
No, I don't think it is.
Because they had her on the TV show. Oh, not on the movie from 1993 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not.
No, these were all individually set up deals made for this particular source only.
Okay, because she sung "Happy Birthday" to Jed Clampett, so I just wondered if it might have been a remake of it or whatever.
It's pretty good. Who was the other country and western
related to MASH?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey, yeah,
Robert
I like
Klein,
that one
Holding
too.
Down the Heart of Trapper John. There's a rumor regarding this story.
I had to mute Darren because he's watching something on YouTube.
All right. Here's
we're
the
getting-
Laney,
Do
here's
what?
Laney
yeah.
Wilson.
There's Laney Wilson's one. Yep. Yeah, I watched them all. Thought they were great. I am going to go ahead and make a real quick change here. Let me put this over there. This is just so I can make a transitional change over in. I'm using the studio mode still. Sam's got me hooked on that. Unfortunately, to make something change, you have to put it over in the preview window, make the change, and then put it back to the window that's going out over there. All I did was brought up the... Can't wait till next year. All I did was put up the email for the Zoom credentials if you want to send them to me. And if you're watching and you happen to live in the Fresno area in California and you can't get your Zoom credentials to work, shoot me an email at the address on the screen, and I will try to figure out why it's not working, because the credentials have not changed in quite a long time now. They've been the same for a very, very long time. Rick Lake says something to the effect, he's leaving with friends. Okay, be safe, Rick. Have fun. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Doug's. So, good. I want to thank everyone again on YouTube for all the birthday wishes, both from my channel and Doug's channel. I want to thank everyone from Facebook. I want to thank everyone, all the Zoom homies, Rich, Sam, Ghetto, Greg, Sin, Darren, Bill, Brian, and Chris and Max. Thank you guys so much. Means a lot.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go find one of these buttons to end the show with, so... in keeping with
The power
tradition,
cord.
Oh, speaking of that, I was having so much trouble with DaVinci today. I had already started setting the show up. I wanted to change the thumbnail. I already had everything. I had the title. I had the description. I had all of that taken care of. Had everything except the thumbnail. So I thought, I'll jump into DaVinci. I've got a thumbnail template. I'll make it, and it'll be easy. Easy, squeezy, peasy. It was not. Without thinking, I forgot to go ahead and schedule the show, knowing I could go back in and re-edit it later. I just closed everything out and restarted the computer in hopes that it would fix the DaVinci problem I was having. I forgot everything I put on there. I didn't copy and paste it to a notepad. I didn't save the notepad, so therefore I had to try to start it over and do it from memory. And as most of us know, I have a horrible memory as it is. What were we talking about?
Yeah, right.
Put a 1 in chat if you
I
know what I
know.
was. Put a 1 in chat if you know what I was talking about.